Good morning. Welcome. My name is Inger Brown, and this is the beginning of a series of presence practices. Normally, we will be launching right into the presence practice, and then I'll follow up with a little bit of context, background, maybe a little bit of teaching. And this way, you'll have access to the presence practice immediately if you want to use the video in an ongoing way as resource and support. Today, as we're just beginning in this space, I would like to talk about curiosity and how to position ourselves in curiosity for the rest of the series and also just in general in our lives. It's something that I've noticed many of my teachers in the visual arts, in herbalism, and in somatic work, especially, lean into. They, and actually, it's not leaning, they rest into curiosity. And so it is one of the best ways for us to be in relationship with ourselves as we move through presence practices, as we do inner work, as we relate to ourselves more and more. It's one of the best ways to be in relationship. So if you are comfortable, if you're in a safe place to do this, just notice your body in the environment. We're not moving to shift or change anything. There's nothing here to correct. We're just beginning to notice our body in relationship with its environment. So I happen to be sitting. I can feel the backs of my legs and my rear on my cushion. I can feel where my ankles come in contact with the floor beneath me. I'm just noticing. Again, not shifting unless I'm uncomfortable. Next, noticing my breath. Mine is a little soft, but also has a little bit of a catch in it because I don't often record myself on video. So just noticing where your breath is at. Again, if you notice that it's quickened, we're just noticing. We're not trying to calm it down. We're not trying to engage in a certain kind of breath. We're just noticing what is right now. Very good. Next, you may need to close your eyes for this or you may not. Just noticing where your awareness is relative to your body. It's okay if it takes a minute to locate it. You may notice that it is inside your body. You may notice that it's outside your body. It may be just outside your body. It may be very far away. And we're just noticing. One of my teachers recently said that their favorite way, or one of the ways that they engage in curiosity, is to think, isn't that interesting? Yes. So you notice where your awareness is. You say, isn't that interesting? Notice how that lands in your body. Isn't that interesting? Notice if it engages your mind, or if it causes your heart space to open, or if you sigh. So as we go forward in presence practices, oftentimes they will bring the body out of the sympathetic response into the parasympathetic, engaging the parasympathetic nervous system. And when that happens, you may notice relaxation responses. reflexes. And that can come in many different forms, but I'll list some of them here. You may yawn incessantly or just once. You may notice tears welling in your eyes. You may notice that your body shivers or shudders. Yeah, you may need a really good stretch. And like, what? I'm fully awake. I've stretched this morning. What's this about? You may notice that your stomach relaxes and you're burping and farting and your stomach's gurgly and wanting to, control this, especially if you're around other people. So the invitation with curiosity is, or the invitation that curiosity is to just be with what happens. And I understand that there are times where yawning might be seen as offensive by the person that you're with, but perhaps with a little bit of explanation, maybe not so much. And I also understand that you might want to, hold any digestive noises in. And I would say that when you're practicing these things on your own, as much as you can, allow the response and don't stifle or suppress. And the reason for this, other than the fact that it is being in relationship with what is that oftentimes the things somatically that get stuck in our body are suppressions rather than expressions. And so curiosity is really designed to allow whatever is true to flow through rather than getting stuck in our body. And the more that we can do that, the more free flowing we are, the easier our expression, the less caught up we are on whether or not we're making a mistake. The more grounded we become in what we're doing and who we are. And this can be a fantastic way for all of that allowing. And so the invitation always is to notice what is, to be in the expression that's moving through rather than doing anything with it. And because we're not here training ourselves, we really are, if we imagine ourselves as a flower, in the spring, as the warmth of our attention shines on it, and we're watering it with our attention and kindness and care, then this flower can open, and we are here to witness the beauty and majesty of that process. As each petal unfurls, we can become more and more curious. Isn't that interesting? Look at that. So that is the invitation. And I want to say here that I have been practicing this since, in different ways, in different fields, for a long time. And I still come back to it. It is still easy to be far away from curiosity. And that's normal and natural. So it's a practice. It is not perfection. And it is not aiming for a particular end result or product. And that's the invitation, is to take it a day at a time, sometimes a moment at a time, and notice what it feels like to step into curiosity. And notice how your body feels when you're curious and where that curiosity resides. And those noticings over time begin to establish a felt sense home that we can return to again and again. So I hope you enjoy the presence practice this week. I will be loading presence practices every Monday and writing essays the second and fourth Thursday of every month. If you enjoyed this, please comment, please let me know. It's always good to chat with you and engage with you, and know that these offerings are serving first and foremost. And also, if you enjoy them, feel free to share them. There will they'll always be posted on my website and blog, and as well as on social media. So be well. Take good care of yourselves.